Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building.
Yes, indeed.
This is her first time here.
Finally.
Meg the Stallion.
Come on, give Meg some round of applause.
That's right.
Goddammit. Get the energy right in here, goddammit.
AKA Sugar, AKA Tina Snow in the building.
Album is out right now.
How you feeling? How you enjoying this ride you've been on over the past year and some change?
It's been crazy, but I'm getting through it.
Or
Now let's start. For people that don't know, how did Meg the Stallion start out as a rapper? How did you get into this rap game?
So my mom was a rapper, and like every day after school, and when she would get off work, I would see her in her room writing and stuff, and then she would be like going to the studio, and I'll be in the little waiting room, and I'm pretty sure she thought I was in there doing like little kid stuff, but I'll be like listening at the door, like, oh, okay, yeah, and I really thought it was normal. I kind of low key thought everybody mama was doing that. So
Everybody mama was rapping.
yeah, I didn't know. So like I don't know, it was just normal. So I would eventually like start stealing her CDs with like all her instrumentals on there, and like start sneaking and writing, and then she'll be like asking like, have you seen my CDs? Like, and I'll be like, no, like, and then like eventually when I graduated from high school, I was like, I can rap. And she was like, no, you can't. And I was like, yeah, I can. She was like, let me hear you. So I started rapping, and she was like, oh my God, like
You can rap.
Yeah,
you
she
remember
was
the
really,
first verse you spit for?
I really don't remember what I was saying, but I remember I rapped over like the I'm Different beat by 2 Chainz.
Okay.
And she was like, oh shit. Like, so then ever since then, like, I don't think she still even took me seriously then. So I started going to the studio on my own. And so when she knew I was at the studio by myself and stuff, she was like, oh, hell no, I'm going to manage you. And we doing
She probably
this.
was raw, too.
I was exactly how I rap now. Like, I was talking probably a little more crazier back
So
then.
first with your
and she
mom
said, you ain't
I-
living that life.
I was like, Mama, don't be mad. I'm a curse, okay? And she was like, okay. I don't think she knew exactly how hard I was about to go. And she was like, I don't know where your mouth came from. And only thing my mama ever played for me was like Pimp C, UGK.
Oh, yes, sir.
there you go.
That's where it came from,
Like my daddy only played 3 6 Mafia, so I'm like, I don't
Hey.
understand why y'all not figuring out why I'm talking like this. So
Didn't I read somewhere that Pimp C's wife she had vocals for you that she wanted
Yeah.
to give you? Did you ever do that?
I mean, I got the vocals. I got vocals from her and Juicy J. So, I mean, I'm still working on my album. Like, I had to hurry up and put together an EP, like, of songs that I just really like that I recorded so far. But, like, stuff like that, I really like to take my time on because I really look up to Pimp C. So, I really want to do the song right.
How long did it take for you to I don't want to say pop, but to actually pop? Because it seems like on the outside world, it seems like it was fast. It seems like it was a little rumbling and then it was gone.
I feel like I'm still getting there. Like, I don't feel like I'm just like, I don't feel like I've like popped.
How many
Like,
platinum singles you got already?
3.
I mean,
No, you got the right attitude.
That's
'Cause
true,
Cause
but-
they don't
but-
really count it till you put out a debut album.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like I just got a lot more work to do. Like, I like to work. I like to hustle. I don't feel like nothing should just be given to me. Like, I really do want to work for it.
What do you think the shift was? You think it was the Wale song, the pole dancing?
Definitely that was one of the big moments for me. Everybody know, like, I used to do a lot of ciphers. That's where stuff started going viral from. And then Wale was like the first, big artist to like reach out to me and say, I want to do a song with Meg. And my manager at the time called me. He's like, Wale want to talk to you. I was like, Wale? like Wale?
Do you think he was trying to holler at first, or do you think it was about
No, like as soon as I met him, like I met him in the studio, and he just played a bunch of records, and I heard when he played pole dance, I was like, oh, duh, like I'm gonna do this one. So we just been like really close ever since.
well, I know, like, as a woman, for lip service, mad people used to hit us up and be like, yo, you got to get Meg on lip service. You got to get Meg. And then, fortunately, somebody from your team hit me up and was like, Meg the Stallion's going to be in town. And that's when you were having meetings with 300 and everything. And then right after we had you up here, you were in New York that week, you announced the 300 signing.
Yeah, lip service was crazy.
You were a little shyer back then.
I was. I don't know what it is. Like, I can talk really crazy in my regular everyday life, in my music. But that day, it was just some stuff that like really took me back. So,
You always
I don't
got to
know
ask
what to
yourself,
say.
what would Pimp C do in those kind of situations?
Talk
So
about
I
it.
feel like I held it down, but I
No,
had to
you
go
did.
I had to go do my homework
Bro,
on some shit y'all was talking
If
about.
you heard some of the stuff they were talking about on that lip service, I had to Google
can
some of that
imagine.
stuff.
I ain't gonna lie, her mom put me onto some things.
Yeah, I had to
didn't
go
know
back
about.
and look at it.
Gaping. You know what
Gaping.
gaping is?
No, I was gaping.
No,
Google
oh,
it.
Google it
I
right
don't
now.
want
But
to. I don't want that. I don't want that in my
Right
search
there,
engine.
she'd be like, what the hell is
I
this?
don't want that in my search engine. Why you think Pimp C don't get the proper recognition that he deserves. I saw somebody post the other day. They said if y'all worried about if Boosie offends y'all would have hated Pimp C.
Yeah, he's just very Southern, like, and sometimes people from the South like stick to that old Southern way, like that old Southern mentality. And like a lot of the times, I feel like just Southern rap in general doesn't really get the respect that it deserves.
Even
like,
now?
I mean, even now,
I've been
like,
running shit for the past 25 years at least.
They respect the South now.
I feel like a lot of the times, like, people don't get it. Like, I hear when I go different places, they're like, oh, I like your accent, but I can't really hear it. But like,
but when you're from someplace different, because people will tell me I have an accent, and I'm like, I don't have an accent. Like, if I'm in the South, they'll tell me that.
definitely you have an accent.
See,
But like,
and I look at you like, Meg definitely has an accent too.
I feel like people not used to it. Like the way I feel like maybe we talk a little slower. Like, I don't know. I just feel like sometimes people don't really catch the music. Like, of course, like Juvenile, like Lil Wayne, like, I don't know. I just feel like,
Those lyricists though.
yeah. But I feel like it's still catching on. Like, it's still growing. So
You think that sometimes people misjudge, like looking from the outside with, hot girl and all of that? Because I looked at it and we were trying to have this discussion on just being like somebody about your business as a woman that is independent, taking care of yourself. You go to school, TSU, shout out to TSU.
Yeah, shout out to
because they're so
TSU.
proud of you. But sometimes people think that means you just out here hoeing and thotting, and they think that's what it is.
being a hot girl, it really started off as me really just letting everybody know what type of summer I was about to have. Like, me just being unapologetic, me just doing what I want to do, not really caring about anybody else's opinion. Like, me just being me, just doing what we want to do as women. Like, we shouldn't be trying to fit into like a certain standard that people try to put us in, a certain box people try to put us in. You should just do what makes you happy. Now, when the boys got involved, it was like, oh yeah, y'all on that hot girl shit, y'all think y'all this, and then it turned into like a whole like
Hot
battle.
Girl versus City Boy.
Yeah, I was like, whoa. Y'all making this shit something it wasn't.
Duval
Like,
started that shit.
yeah, well, they drug it. I was like, damn, like hot girls, like shit I was seeing. They was like, yeah, real hot girl shit. I was like,
That's not what it was.
I wondered, what did you do for the fall?
it's a hot girl semester.
Oh,
School.
went back to
Yeah,
school.
we
Got
went
you,
back to
got you.
school.
And how's that going? I seen you studying when you was
Yeah.
rehearsing and all that.
I'm taking quizzes every other day, doing homework. Like, I try to get it in when I can.
What's your GPA?
Oh.
Busy.
No, I got like maybe like a 2.7, 2.8 right now. It could be better.
What's your major?
Health administration.
Do you really want to do that? Like, why are you still in school at this point? Like,
So-
what is it's got to be a reason.
So to take it from the beginning, when you go to college, I feel like half the time a lot of people only going to college because that's what their parents told them to do.
Parents made him do it.
Right. So I don't think that you even go to college knowing exactly what you want to do. Like that's where I was at with it. My grandmother told me I should go to school to be a nurse. And I was like, okay, well, since my grandma said do it, I guess I'll do it. But I always knew what I really wanted to do. I just hadn't told my family. So I went anyway, and I would be sitting in class super bored. Like, I'll be like, oh my God, I don't want to be here. Like, everybody answering the questions, like they paying attention, they get it. And I'm like writing in my notebook. I'm writing raps and shit. Like, I was just like, damn, I don't want to be here, but I don't want to drop out because I don't want to disappoint my family. So I'm like, well, what can I do to like stay here but actually be interested? So I changed my major to business management, and I still didn't like it. I was still bored. I was not interested. So I had left PV and I had got a job, and I was still doing classes online at like HCC because I didn't want to not be in school completely. I just didn't know what I wanted to do with myself because I wanted to rap, but I still wasn't like, I knew my grandmother wouldn't like it.
Right.
So it was something I was hiding from her too. So finally I was like, you know what? I'm going to just go back to school, but I really need to figure out what I want to do.
That's right.
So I knew that I wanted to be in the health field, but I knew I didn't want to be a doctor. I knew I didn't want to be a nurse. I was like, well, what is it? Like, I just knew I wanted to help. So I told my grandma, like, where I was at with it. Like, I was like, I really want to run some shit. Like, maybe I could be the head of the hospital. I don't know. And she was like, you know what you should look into? Healthcare administration. And TSU had the major. So once I started going to TSU, now I'm actually, like, learning, and I'm making A's, and I'm paying attention. And then I figured out, you know what I'm learning in here, a lady had came and spoke, and she like ran an assisted living facility. So I was like, that sounds like something I would really want to get into. And my grandmother, I watched her take care of my great grandmother for a long time, and I'm like, no, definitely this can't be only going on in my family and what I'm seeing. So I was like, I want to open up some assisted living facilities.
That's smart.
dope. That's
Yeah.
entrepreneurship.
That's
yeah.
smart.
So that's what I really want to do now. And since I'm, I've already been going to school for so long, I might as well keep it going.
How many more credits you need to finish?
I think I need maybe like 6 more classes, but I'm taking them like 2 at a time, so that's why it's
Right.
going slow because I am.
We got to get the GPA up though. You know,
We gotta get the
we
GPA
gotta get
up.
at least a 3.0.
I gotta get a 3.
Yeah, that's
like
right.
I want to be better and I want to do better, but I'm trying.
You be working.
So you're thinking about life after rap?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
or
I,
even during, you can do both. Like you
I know.
can.
So the money that I make from rap, like I really want to go ahead and open them,
Right.
and I really
Yeah.
want to have my classmates run it because I know when you get out of college, it's hard to get a job.
Right.
I know people that graduated with a degree in science or some shit, and them they work at Forever 21.
Right.
So and people don't want to give you jobs because they say you don't have experience. But if you don't give me a job, I'm not gonna have the experience. So I think it'll be really cool if I just let my classmates like,
dope.
run my facility.
About to have some new friends next semester.
Now, has
No,
Texas?
I already know who exactly I want to like put in it.
There
'cause
you go.
It was some girls in my class. They were so smart, like they were so on point, and I just
Did
felt
you cheat
like-
off them?
I didn't cheat off them, but I was studying with them.
Okay.
That's what you call it?
Yeah.
Now, has Texas always been supportive? Because sometimes you look at Texas and a lot of the rappers in Texas don't support each other. Have all the rappers been supportive to you?
Honestly, yeah. Like, I haven't felt like people don't support me in my city. I was friends with a lot of people before I got super big too, and I supported them. So I feel like they're just returning the love to me.
That's
Right.
dope.
Now let me ask you this: last summer was a hot girl summer. What's this summer?
It's still a hot girl
It's still
summer.
okay. I didn't know what your situation was.
Hot girl summer, hot girl year. Being a hot girl
Hot
don't
girl
stop.
life.
Right. Just because the summer not here, that don't mean nothing.
Now, you celebrated a Born Day last month. Your Born Day's on February 15th, right?
Yep.
So does a hot girl expect a Valentine's Day gift and a goddamn birthday
Hell
party?
yeah. I need to get
Goodness
some both
gracious.
days.
What if you get a car? You still expect another present, or is that
car?
a joint gift?
So is the car for Valentine's Day or my birthday?
Wow,
Can't
that's
be
greedy.
a joint one.
A car?
that might could be a
The
joint
whole
gift.
car can't cover both days.
No.
Megan?
You give her a car for birthday and then gas for Valentine's Day.
A gas
Even
card.
if it's gas, like it still got to be some type of celebration. Like I walk in the house and there's flowers all over the place, and then it's like the little thing of gas in the middle of the
There
floor.
you
Like,
go.
baby, I got you some gas for your car.
There you
Now,
go.
Meg, I gotta say, if somebody bought you a Lamborghini truck on Valentine's Day, I don't think they have to get you something.
Well, we can go to dinner the next
Okay,
day.
you go- and you can drive.
I still want it to be a celebration.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, you would be a good side chick, right? I'll tell you why.
Oh,
'Cause you
my
can be with your
goodness.
main on Valentine's, but then be with you on Side Chick Appreciation Day, which is the next day. But it's
Wow,
also
'cause
your
it's my
birthday.
birthday.
She want both days.
Yeah.
But see,
Black
my
men don't
birthday
cheat.
real public, so like it really wouldn't be like a side chick thing.
I know,
unless
but it
you
would
want
still
to be
make
on
you feel
blast.
special.
I need,
Like I
both-
could lie
need
to
you
you
on both days.
I could lie to you about my girl.
Don't lie.
And be-
Don't lie. I'm gonna find out.
Goodness
She
gracious.
gonna find out. Somebody
Meg,
gonna find out.
When did you know that you was about to be out of here? Just as far as achieving the levels that you've achieved. I know there has to be some point when you were like, damn, this really like happening the way that I wanted to. Was there a moment that you were like, damn, look at me, I'm on this tour, or I got this person?
Yeah, when I did my first tour with me and Future, when I even got the offer, I was like, damn, they know me. They want me to go on tour with them. So I just felt like, I felt super like lit. I was like, oh wow. Like sometimes I don't. It surprises me who knows me. Like, and I think highly of Meek and Future. So I'm like, oh wow, like
Right.
that's crazy that y'all want me to come on tour with y'all.
Did Beyonce know you before all this too? Because I see y'all in pictures.
I don't know when she found out about me, but I was so happy when I met her. Like, I couldn't believe it. They invited us to their home on New Year's.
The
And
Carters.
Yes, the Carters.
What
And
that house look like?
it was crazy. It damn near looked like a museum. Like, but when Jay had invited me to the house for the party, I told my whole team, I was like, okay, y'all, look, I got a show today, but we got to make sure that I make it to this party on time. Like, I don't want to fuck up. This is my first time meeting Beyonce. I want to do it right. So, literally, my stylist brought because it was a pajama party, too. He brought my outfit to my show super late. So the GPS, I remember just looking at the GPS and it said we was gonna be there in 7 minutes. It was already damn near 12. I was in the car, I was about to cry. And I was like, you made me miss Beyonce party. I fucking hate you. Like, we literally ran in their house at 11:59, and then everybody's like, whoa, and I was like, oh my God, we made it. I couldn't believe
The
it.
Carters had a pajama party for New Year's Eve?
Yeah. But everybody, of course, everybody's pajamas were like super nice.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Y'all spend the
You look
night?
shocked, like I don't get invited.
Was it a sleepover?
No, it wasn't a sleepover, but I don't know why I was pajamas. But it was really nice though. But I was so pissed because he brought me like these old fancy ass pajamas and I
Right.
didn't even wear the fancy ones.
Oh, you
Hold on,
wasn't.
give us a little inside peek of that Illuminati life. Now, who was at this party?
Goodness gracious.
I don't know nothing about the Illuminati. It really be blowing my mind when I see people say that shit. Like, oh yeah, she in the Illuminati now. I be like, bitch, I don't even know how to get in that shit. Like,
I gotta do some research on the Illuminati.
Okay, I got to look that up. I don't even think black people can be in the Illuminati.
Yeah, it's disrespectful because people act like they don't believe in God and hard work, and it only seems like black people do that to each other.
It's like, how can you discredit these people for working all their motherfucking life, and now since they doing so well, they gotta be down with the devil? That's
Yeah,
really
like
lame.
God ain't real.
Yeah,
And you get to see Meg's throwbacks of her freestyling in the cypher, so you can see how long it's been happening, and that
but
she
you
was
see how
nice back then.
See how she avoided answering who was at that party though.
She don't get kicked out the Illuminati. That's all.
I don't like telling nobody business.
Look up the pictures online, right? You can just do that.
Right.
Now we've seen in the press that you're trying to get released from your contract. How was that going?
So actually, I'm not trying to get released from my contract. I just wanted to, renegotiate some things in my contract.
And how was that going?
Well, it's going, but I mean, a lot of things I can't say because it's legal. I gotta handle it in court. But I mean, things are public information.
We got the contracts right here.
Yeah.
I didn't want to talk about this just yet because I just met you. So I wanted to,
Right.
But since we talking about it,
Right.
Now 1501 Records, what have they done for the career of Megan Thee Stallion?
So when I first got signed, it was Carl and T. Ferris, and everybody was super nice, of course. But for whatever reason, me and my mom were just more drawn to T. Ferris. Like, he was just really nice, really supportive. Like, like anything I asked for, like, T. Ferris would just do it. I record at the studio every day with them. I had shows. I was just coming up. T. Ferris would be there. Carl would pop up from time to time. I'm pretty sure he helped a lot with some radio at the time. And then
What do you mean, like paying for radio?
I don't know how that
Pays
goes.
for radio. That's
It
illegal,
happens,
Charlamagne.
Megan.
It's
What's
illegal,
that? I
Charlamagne.
have an honest conversation. I'm a radio personality. I can say that. Whatever.
I mean, I don't really know how it goes, so I can't really speak on it. But
Good answer.
I just
Well, you hire somebody to work records. That's it.
like
people work
whatever
records.
it is. I know he had to do something. You know what I'm
Financially.
saying? Right.
Yeah.
So I'm not taking that away from him. I'm not saying that he never gave me nothing. But then when things start really taking off, it would be me, my mom, and T. Ferris. So when we would be on the road, that's the team. When things start picking up even more, I got signed with 300. So I really just didn't see, nobody from 1501 that much.
Do you think things shift when you went to Rock Nation, when Rock Nation started managing you and taking care of your contract?
No, like what people don't realize is I don't put everything on social media. Like, I don't put my problems on social media. Like, I'm not a person that like to vent online. Like, I just don't care about a lot of people outside opinion. So, like, you would have never knew that we weren't talking even then. Like, it wasn't like when I see him, I speak, yeah, but it's not like we besties or nothing,
Gotcha.
Like, me and T. Ferris have a really, really close relationship.
So when you got on Instagram, you had just got to the point where you were really frustrated, and you felt
because
like
I
you
had
didn't-
already seen, like, I just never made it a public thing. Like, he had already been talking about me online, but I never responded to it. So I don't think people realized that I was just at a point where I was already frustrated. And then when I found out I couldn't drop any music, I was like, well, I might as well say something now. Y'all ain't letting me drop music, so I might as well tell people why I can't drop it.
Why? I didn't understand that either. Why would they not want you to drop music if they eat off it?
I really don't know.
Yeah.
I could not tell you what's the thought process.
Do you think this is a situation where a major company is poaching off the work that a 1501 did to help you get to this point?
No, like, Rock Nation don't have nothing to do with the problems we was already going through. I don't like it. I don't like that, people bring up Jay-Z, like, Jay-Z not worried about them. Like, you saying names that I feel like you're just trying to draw, like, attention to the situation. Like, facts are public. I don't have to lie. Why would I lie? Like, I feel like people want to bully me. Like, you don't have to gang up on me. Like, I didn't do nothing to y'all, so I really don't understand where it's coming from.
I
Are
think
you
a
hopeful
lot
that
of that came from. I think you said that Rock Nation looked at the contract and told you some things
So
wrong?
when I finally got real lawyers and, like, people around me that knew what they were talking about, it was like some things in my contract are just unconscionable in the state of Texas. So it's like, well, let's just fix the things that are wrong. So
So you
Are
don't
you
want to be
hopeful that
released.
this
You
will
just want to
get-
renegotiate.
I just wanted to renegotiate my
right.
contract.
Does it look like things are going to move toward that direction? Are you feeling like?
I
Do you
really-
feel like if you had a conversation?
I tried to
Direct-
have a conversation.
Because Carl said he hasn't heard from you since August. He's like, I haven't
He
heard
ain't
from
heard
you.
from me before that. Like, we just don't have a relationship. So it's not nothing that's brand new. It's not because of Rock Nation. We just already didn't have a relationship.
Maybe Carl was the money guy, but he wasn't the day-to-day guy. That's what it seems like.
I mean, like I said, like I know what's being said is not true. Like all that hundreds of thousands of dollars, like people not even, putting it out there. Like we asked for the proof, and you're not even giving us the proof of that. Like so.
Well,
I gotta
thank
go
God
back
we
and
got
look
an
at.
album
I gotta
out.
go back and look at some of your old Instagram pictures.
Well,
and see
thank
what you
God we
look
got
like.
an album out today. The album
Well,
is
so it's
out
not
today.
even my album.
Oh, so
like
what
it's an
is-
EP.
It's an EP.
So it's an
Yeah.
EP. So the
Sugar.
EP
So who is Sugar now?
So Sugar is basically just like a girl who is going through it, but she getting through it. It's like me basically letting people know that I'm not perfect. I'm a human. I know I be fucking up, but I be trying. I be getting through it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't like the fact that everybody be trying to seem so perfect. Why do
Who
you
got
want to
time
be
for that?
perfect? But obviously, people online, they just are all so amazing
Yeah.
and nothing's wrong with them and they never been through shit in their life. So, I mean, that's more so what I'm talking about. Like, I know that, like I said, I know I'm not perfect and I know I'm not getting everything right, but I'm learning.
Isn't it whack though that you gotta learn that in real time? Like you gotta that has to play out in front of the world. You know what I'm saying? As
Yeah.
you learn those growing pains.
I mean, it's just all a part of being in the light. So I can't complain. I knew what I was getting into. So it's not nothing I'm upset about. It's just I'm just learning as I go.
Now,
So
you
when
and
I
Baby-
bump my head, I just be like, okay, fuck it.
You and the baby make great records with each other.
Oh
right?
yeah.
Are y'all doing an album together? Is that a plan to do a full project?
I don't know if we're gonna do a full project, but I know we definitely got some music that's gonna come up and some other things I don't want to say yet.
Yeah, the baby always says if he could do a collab album with somebody, it'd be you.
I love him. Like I really think that'll be fire if we actually did it.
What type of deal is Megan Thee Stallion looking for? Not necessarily in that situation, but just in general. At this point in your career, what would be fair to Megan Thee Stallion?
I just want it to be fair and I want it to be, good for everybody. Like nothing is gonna be perfect, but if we can both come to agreement, like you gotta give a little to get a little. You know what I'm saying? And I understand that, so I just want everything to be fair.
Do you have a relationship with Jay Prince at all?
No,
So have you ever met him?
in person, no,
Okay.
Growing up, did you look up the rap a lot in Jay Prince? You had to, right, in Houston?
no.
Really?
Like I didn't.
That was-
I
that
was
was-
young, so I
he was
didn't really
young.
know anything
oh,
about
got
it.
got you.
I'm sure you
I mean,
know
if
the
you knew
Sons,
Pimp
though.
C and all of them, though. Like you,
Right, I only knew the music.
The music.
Like I
Got
you,
didn't
got
know
you,
the
got you.
backstory. I didn't know the background. I mean, I'm from Houston. You hear things, but it wasn't. I didn't think it was gonna be anything that I would ever have to deal with.
Right.
Well,
now
Megan
let's talk.
gotta go,
Can we
guys,
talk? Oh,
too.
I wanted to talk about the song,
well,
"Bitch."
hold on. What Jay accused you of lying this morning on his Instagram. Said you're lying on him in court documents. What is that about?
Like that's something that I definitely can't talk about. But
Gotcha.
I don't lie though.
Who helped you negotiate your original deal with 1501? I'm just saying.
Like an interrogation.
Yeah, I mean, all of this, I really would like to answer it.
Got you.
So hopefully, next time I come, I will be able to talk about it. But right now, it's just in court, like, so I can't say a lot of stuff.
Is this stressful for you right now, though?
Well, oh yeah, definitely, because all I want to do is just put out my music, and that's all I care about.
Well, she got to go, guys. So
Okay.
let's play.
She just got here.
She got to go. I'm telling you what they're telling me.
But a 40% profit share, you think that's good for established artists, for new established artists? Or you want a little more?
I mean,
Everybody wants more.
40% it seems pretty good for.
I mean, that's good. Like that's really not even the highlight of what my problem is. So
but you can't talk about what the problem.
I can't talk about exactly what it is right now.
But Sugar is out right now.
One more question. One more
Go
question.
ahead.
I've seen you also being accused of going Hollywood too fast.
By
you
who? The people who going against me right now?
No. Who is? I see Isaac Hayes say that a lot on Instagram.
Isaac Hayes?
Yeah, not the same
Oh,
as his
I
son.
was like, damn.
Isaac Hayes, too. I was like, who the hell is that?
I was like, God damn. What I'm doing to Isaac Hayes?
Isaac Hayes?
Shit.
No, his son
That's
said
impossible.
he said he likes you, but he said he just thinks you're going too Hollywood too fast.
Well, I don't know him. He don't know
Yeah.
me, so he can't say none of that. You can. I mean, I guess you just go off what you hear from another guy, and you want to run with that. But I don't know that man.
You think LA impacts your music at all?
No.
I'll say every time I see Meg, she always been really nice to all her fans, her hotties.
Always been-
Anybody that really know me know
Always
how I
been
really
humble.
am.
As a matter of fact, my
Absolutely.
goddaughter met you backstage at a show and was so excited. And y'all got cute pictures together and everything. She's 18 years old. And you didn't know who she was. And she came, took pictures.
bothering nobody.
Every time I see you, you always act the same. I know people who I met them early in their career and they act funny later.
No, she's always been humble, always been cool.
I don't
Always
have no
been cool.
reason to act no different. Like, it don't matter how much money I get. I share it with my whole team. Like, I don't
As you
feel like
should.
being mean is. I don't feel like being a bitch is gonna benefit me in any way. So,
That's real. My grandma always said, "Manners will take you where money won't."
yeah, my grandmother like pretty much preached the same thing to me. My grandma always told me to just be positive. Like, always be kind to people. You never know what people going through. So you
right.
just always should be nice.
Well, let's play a joint off the EP. What you want to hear?
Let's play Captain Hook.
Captain
Hook.
Hook. What's that about?
It ain't about me.
We like that curve, right, girl?
That's what it's about. All right.
I knew exactly what it was about as soon as I heard it, and I got mad.
You got mad?
I did.
All right.
Nobody ever makes songs for the average size penis guy.
Tiny man
spot.
over there. All right. Thank you for joining
Megan,
us.
don't be a stranger, goddammit.
I won't. I really had a good time up here.
All right. It's Meg the Stallion. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.